Hey, good morning, Facebook. Mark Shankman, your motivation dealer, here again today. The morning commute, Friday. Happy Friday, everybody, TGIF. And so today I actually, I'm going to talk about daily consistent action because my morning routine got a little thrown off this morning, and I didn't get to listen to the videos and the audios that I typically listen to. It usually gives me some sort of topic or idea to discuss with you guys on here. So what I realized is that I actually thought about maybe not jumping on this morning, and realized that it's all about being consistent. It's all about taking action, and it's all about doing it on a consistent basis to achieve the type of results that you want. And it would have been easy for me to say, oh well, I didn't really pick out a topic ahead of time. I didn't really prepare adequately. I like to get a little substance under my belt so I know what I'm talking about. But I realized what was more important was getting on and talking to you guys, especially the folks that jump on pretty consistently. Joanne, good to see you on here. Thanks so much for jumping on with me. And for all the folks that typically jump on and like to follow along in the morning on my commute, I appreciate you guys doing that. And I said, well, I don't want to just bow out and not do a video this morning. So I want to talk about taking daily consistent action. That is the thing that is going to allow you to achieve success in whatever endeavor you choose to undertake. Doesn't always have to be financial, but I'm kind of coming to it from more of a business success, powerful, effect kind of approach this morning. So it's very, very important. Like, you can do a ton of work on one day and get your message or your word out, and it's like this big blast of energy, and then it dissipates, and then it's gone. And very quickly, whatever success you've achieved with that little blast goes away very quickly. It's not sustainable, and ultimately you don't achieve tremendous results with that. So it's more important to give little, even if it's small doses, to give small doses or small little bursts of your message on a daily consistent basis, and that way you start the snowball rolling downhill and gaining traction and gaining momentum. So that's one of the reasons I decided not to bail on the video this morning, but I realized how important it was to continue to get the message out, even if it's not as maybe well thought out as some of the other videos that I did. So one of the things that really helps with daily consistent action, and this is something that I'm working on myself, is having what's termed a DMO, a daily method of operation, or basically a checklist of the things that you want to accomplish on a daily basis, and then some items that maybe you do less frequently. So I have a DMO, I have a daily method of operations for my business, things that I typically will do in the morning, and then things I typically do in the afternoon, and then things that I might need to do once a month, once a week, or just periodically here and there based on what's going on in the world or my life or whatever. So having that list, that thought out list ahead of time, keeps you from sort of spinning your wheels and not accomplishing anything. It's really easy to sit down, especially in front of the computer, if you're in the online marketing space. Really easy to sit down in the computer and be distracted and spend an hour in front of the computer and thinking that you actually got something accomplished. But when you realistically look at what it is that you did in that hour, and how much of that was something that got you closer to your end goal, you realize that most of it was just distraction. Most of it was just idle time spent. There's use for Facebook, but if you sit there and just chit chat with people all day long and not do anything that's income producing or value driven, then you're not really actually accomplishing anything in your business anyway. So it's really important to have that list laid out in front of you. You know, one of my mentors, Alex, talks about having that list generated the night before, because it's really easy to sit down at the end of a day and think about all the things that you want to get accomplished for the next day, and write all those down, so that when you get up the next day, you can get right into motion, and you don't have to sit and ponder what it is that you're trying to get accomplished that day. It's so much easier, it's so much clearer at the end of a night, the night before. So it's really important to have a list. Go through that list, take daily action, make sure you're doing all the things that are necessary on a daily basis to achieve whatever goals that you want, you know, just do them on a daily, consistent basis. And you know what, here's the thing that's really important, and this kind of was a little bit of my approach this morning, is winners do it when they don't feel like doing it. Winners do it when they're sick. You know, successful people do it when things get tough, or time is crunched, or you know, resources are lacking. You know, people who are average or losers, quote unquote, you know, make excuses why they can't do something and then don't do it. So, you know, regardless of how you feel that day, regardless of, you know, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, regardless of, you know, your kid is sick, or you know, your girlfriend, you know, left you, or whatever the case is, taking those daily consistent actions when times are tough. It's really easy to be motivated and excited and get stuff done when you're feeling good, when your bills are paid, when, you know, everything in your life is going smoothly. It's when those times are tough is when the champions step up. And that's what I want you guys to do. So when things get a little bit tricky, when time is tough, when, you know, resources are limited, that's when you reach down deep, and you go ahead and do the things that you know you need to do, even though you don't feel like doing them. So Alvin, thanks for jumping on. Nice to see you on here. A new name. Alvin and Joanne, thanks so much for joining me this morning. Thanks so much for taking the time out, guys. And I look forward to catching you either sometime over the weekend, but definitely again on the commute Monday morning. Take care. Peace out.